Hello chatbots out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. On my Monday I got up after a nice line and I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off work, and I had a nice line and I got up to the doorbell going, and it was the lady that used to run the special news morning group that I used to do back in 2019, about 4 years ago now, and it stopped during the pandemic and she's starting it up again, which means I won't be able to work on Friday mornings, and so I'm very excited about that. She then went off and I had a spot on my nose and it was bleeding and it just would not stop bleeding. My mum then got up and I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. My dad was at work and my younger sister was still asleep. My older sister and younger brother were at work, and older brother was at work placement, and I got myself ready to go off and get my hair cut, and I headed up and got my hair cut, and she also does such a great job cutting my hair and had a nice catch up with them. I then went off to my workplace and got a hot chocolate from there, and I was just chatting with my colleagues who were on shift. Then I went off to one of the flower shops and I got some flower stats that I'm going to show you guys now. Such beautiful colours on these flowers. I was just having a lovely chat with the flower shop keepers in there. I also got some stats of some of the plants from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Such pretty patterns on those plants. Was getting it all ready for Christmas. Then I was just going off to child shops and looking around there. I went off to W.H. Smith's and was looking at some of the notebooks from there. I then went off to get myself some lunch and I was going to go into Co-op to get stuff from there, but it was pretty busy. I did however get a really cute selfie from there, from one of the mirrors they have in there. I'm going to show you guys now. Love a mirror selfie. I then went off to some more of the shops and then I went off to Co-op and got myself some lunch from there. I got some cheesy bread rolls with some Philadelphia soft cheese to have for my lunch. I then made way back, and on the way back I got a snap of this beautiful wreath that I'm going to show you guys now. It's so beautiful. Then I was making my way back and I ended up tripping over the curve and cut my knee. So I was like, for goodness sake, haven't fallen over in ages, and I just went and actually went flying. And so I sat on a bench and kind of like got my right over the fall because it shook me up a bit. It went flying and bloody hurt. And then I made my way back, and on the way back I called home to see if my mum was at the get home seeing my Grandpa Pete, which she was. So I then made my way up there to see my Grandpa Pete with my mum and had a nice catch up with him. And then my mum dropped me home, and then she was going to be taking my grandma off for a doctor's appointment. She then went off to pick my grandma up and took her for that. I then let myself back in. I had my house key in my pocket and my dad had gone off to the shops. I then had my lunch and I had some of the cheesy rolls with the soft cheese and had that with a cup of tea, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious. I love soft cheese so much. I then was watching Neighbours off Amazon Preview, catch up on that, and my younger sister was in her room, and my dad then got back, so did my mum, and then I just went up into my bedroom and listened to a bit of Michael Bublé Christmas, did some drawing, and I'm going to show you guys a clip of my new illustrations now. These are my new illustrations that I'm going to show you guys now. This one is giving me Beyonce vibes with the long curly hair and the one sleeve pantsuit, which I'm living for, and the sparkly boots, and she's got a sparkly glove. You can see she's got her hand behind her back, and then the sleeve here just goes off the page, and she's got some sparkly lips and a black choker necklace. Love a choker necklace, and her hair is so big and wavy. I love it. And then the one in the middle here, she's got wavy hair with a shaved bit and a pearl earring and necklace, and got lace on the sleeves, got shoulder pads, sharp shoulder pads, and a corset and sparkles on here. Then she's got some boots, a little bit of fringe on, a little bit of fringe. Then this one here, she's got dangly bits of her hair and side fringe, and she's got a leaf necklace on, and this long jacket here with a belt, and it's got buttons on and the collar and a little pocket. And then she's got these floral boots here with little flowers that I drew on, and these are my new illustrations, and I'm really liking my illustrations at the moment. I had a bit of a illustration block where I wasn't doing many illustrations, and now I've gotten back into it and I'm absolutely loving it. And I'm now going to colour them in with these gel pens that I got that are so good, and they just add a little bit of colour and make them pop and stand out, and adds a bit of sparkle to them as they make them nice and sparkly. And yeah, those are my new illustrations. I'm really liking all the details I'm putting on my illustrations, the jewellery, like patterns on the shoes, and I'm really enjoying getting back into my illustrations. And I was listening to a bit of Kylie, and I then watched a bit of Netflix, and then for tea I had some cheese and potato pie with a little bit of onion in, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It didn't look the most appetizing of things, but believe me, it was so delicious. I then watched the UK soaps, listened to a bit of music, finished writing my journal and put that away, and then I was watching I'm a Celeb, which has come back. Love it, love Ant and Dec so much. Then I was just watching some stuff off record that I need to finish watching, did some new illustrations and a bit of colouring in, reading a bit of Red, White and Royal Blue, and then I went off to bed. And on my Tuesday, I got up and had a shower and got changed and had some toast and a cup of tea. I was just watching a bit of TV. My dad, older brother and sister and younger brother were at work. Younger sister and my mum were asleep. Older brother at work placement, and he's really enjoying that. And he's just down the road, so he was able to walk to work, so he didn't have to drive. And so I did think he was home, but he was at work. So I was going to order him a butties as well, but it was just me, my mum and my dad and my younger sister home, so I ordered us a butties. My dad didn't want one, so I just ordered me, my mum and younger sister a butties for me to go collect before 1 o'clock. I was then just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and then I went off to go collect the butties. I headed off a little bit earlier than it was ready for, so that I could quickly pop up to one of the flower shops and get some flower shops in there that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely flower sets on there, lovely colours on these flowers, it always smells so good in there. I was then just having a chat with the flower shopkeepers from there. I then headed off to go collect the butties. I got that, and I then headed back and I had my butties lunch. I had a tuna cheese, onion, lettuce, cucumber, toasted wrap with a Belgian bun, and had a cola from there that I'd gotten, and I also had a cup of tea and had that. I'm going to show you guys a photo of the butties lunch I had now. It was so good. I love a butties lunch. I then watched some episodes of Doctor Who, and I can't wait for the 60th anniversary specials coming soon. It's going to be so good having the Doctor and Donna back together. I then was just listening to a bit of music, just enjoying and colouring in. I was working on some illustrations, and then my younger sister got up and she had her butties lunch, and we were then watching the first Harry Potter film. My dad had gone back to bed and mum had gone off to see my grandpa at a care home. And then my mum got back and we were watching a bit of the Matilda the musical off Netflix. I then was just charging my phone as it was almost dead, and was just working on some illustrations, listened to a bit of music, did a bit of colouring in, and then my older brother was back from being at work placement, and my dad then brought me up for youth club, and I do that every Tuesday evening with Jigsaw, and it's so much fun. And we were going to be going to the light switch on, and we had a stall up there. So we got there, and just before I got there, I got some snaps of the Christmas lights that I'm going to show you guys now. So pretty, getting me so Christmassy. Cannot believe it's like 34 days till Christmas. I've already done most of my Christmas shopping. I've been nice and on it this year. I then got to the youth centre base and we were just getting ready to head off to the high street where they were going to be doing the countdown to turn all the Christmas lights on. And we got there and they started the countdown and all the lights came on and it looked amazing, so beautiful. We then had a look at some of the stalls and went off to the jigsaw store that they had there. I then saw a load of my family friends, a load of my mates, so I was chatting with them and I got some candy floss for me and the others. I could not go up there and not bring back some candy floss. I also got this bag of classic sweets, so it's got flube or flumps, whatever you want to call them, and lots of different sweets. These double dip ones, and there's lots of classic sweets in there, so looking forward to tucking into those. Then we went off and met Santa Claus and got a photo with Santa, and then we went back to the jigsaw base and we played some games and had some hot chocolate, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the hot chocolate I had now. Love a bit of hot chocolate. I love white chocolate, hot chocolate. I love white chocolate so much. Then my dad picked me up and we got home and I got put in Twitter prison for saying that I wish a TV soap character had died, and I got suspended for overnight. Luckily it wasn't too long for threatening behaviour. I was like, it was based on a fictional character, not anybody real. Madness, so I was not impressed, so I had to then sort that out. Luckily I had my backup account, so I was just using that whilst my main account was blocked, so it wouldn't let me comment, like or tweet anything, which is very annoying. I then had my tea and I had a fry up that I'm going to show you guys a photo of now. The fry up was so good. I then watched the UK soaps, first wrote on my journal and put that away, and then I was watching Bake Off and I'm a Celeb. I then went off to bed, and then on my Wednesday, which is today, I got up ready to go meet my mates for a coffee catch up, and my dad was at work, so is my older sister and younger brother. Older brother at work placement, younger sister and my mum was asleep, and I had my breakfast and was watching a bit of TV, watching a bit of just David Attenborough documentary. I then locked up and headed off to Coffee One to meet Tash, and we had a lovely coffee catch up, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the frappe and a bit of Victoria sponge cake that I had from there now. And after that we made our way back to go to Tash's, the other Tash's house, for a Christmas movie day, and on the way back I got a snap of some autumn leaves. I'm going to show you guys now. Love all the orange and yellows and red, so beautiful. We popped into Co-op to get some bits at the bottom there, and then Tash got a photo of me underneath this reef archway that looks so pretty, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. So lovely. We then got to Tash's and we watched The Grinch and had some nibbles, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the food spread we had now. We also had hot chocolates, and I got a snap of one of the hot chocolates in a little flamingo mug, which is so cute, and I'm going to show you guys that now. The hot chocolates were so good with cream and marshmallows. The Grinch is such a great film. Jim Carrey just cracks me up, what a comedy legend. The film went really quick. We were just chatting and laughing and having so much fun, and Tash's dog Clover is so cute and she's being so snuggly. And then we headed off, and me and Tash went off to Hawks to have some lunch from there, whilst the other Tash, who we'd gone to the house with, had an interview on the phone, so we left her to it. And on the way up to our workplace to have some lunch, Tash got a photo of me under this archway, a little covered bit with some roofs on the door from one of the pubs that I tried to get a photo of underneath earlier on, but it was so sunny, so I was squinting and couldn't really see what I was doing, so it got a bit darker and cloudier, so I was able to get a better photo, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Love it. Tash always gets such great stats of me. She is my personal photographer. Then we got to our workplace and had some lunch from there, and I asked one of my colleagues who I was supposed to be doing her Friday daytime for. I was supposed to be doing her 11 till 5, and then she was doing my evening shift, but my morning group starts back this Friday morning, and I thought it was next Friday, so I'm now back to doing my Friday 5 till close, and she's now doing her 11 till 5 like originally. So we sorted that out. I did feel really bad because of course I said that I would do her evening shift so she could do my daytime, but that's before my morning group was coming back. So I was like, I hope you don't mind, and she was like, yeah, it's fine. So we sorted that out, and then tomorrow me and my grandma and my mum are off to Leafham Ground Garden Centre for some lunch. I haven't been there in ages, so I'm looking forward to going there, and I'm back to work on the Friday evening, and it's me and Tash and one of our other colleagues, Dean, and I haven't worked with just those two in a long time, so I'm looking forward to closing with them. We're going to smash it. And then I had my lunch from there, and I had some pancakes with the fresh orange juice. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The pancakes and fresh OJ were so delicious. We then stayed in there for a bit and was chatting with some of the colleagues who were on shift, and Dean was winding me up, such a wind-up merchant, bless him, and it was a really good lunch catch-up with Tash, sitting and enjoying our food, and then we headed off and went off to some more child shops, and she then headed back home as she has work at 5. I then made way back, and I had a bag with some of the leftovers from earlier on when we'd been at the other Tash's house watching The Grinch, and then I got a snap just before leaving Hawks earlier on. I got a photo of a SpongeBob and Patrick bit of artwork that my colleagues have put on the whiteboard around the back of the bar, and I'm going to show you guys that now. It's so cute. I'll definitely be adding a little bit more art to that when I get back to work on Friday. Then I got back and I let myself in. My dad had gone to the shops and my mum had gone to see my grandpa at the care home, and my younger sister was in the living room watching a bit of Friends, so I sat and watched a bit of that with her. I then got my rota for next week's shifts, and I wrote these down in my journal whilst writing a bit of my journal for today, and I got some really good shifts. And there's no Home and Away now, it's off air for their summer break and our winter break, so I have no Home and Away to watch. So I've just been watching some old episodes of Home and Away, loving that trip down memory lane, watching some of the older episodes, and I'm now off to go and watch some more episodes of Home and Away and a bit of Doctor Who, and then just probably chill for the rest of the day. I hope you guys have all had a lovely week so far. All have a lovely rest of your week. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.